Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do a test and make sure everyone can hear us. Sound okay? All right. Okay. We want to thank everyone for coming to the Oakland Police Department. Our topic is about, and we'll be discussing, a 2-year-old little boy by the name of Michael Hamilton, who was reported kidnapped. The Oakland Police Department has an update in this case. We're joined by Oakland Police Chief LaRon Armstrong, as well as the Deputy Chief, who's in charge of our Criminal Investigation Division, which is Deputy Chief Drennan Lindsay. They're both going to update you on this case. We want to thank you so much for coming and joining with the latest update in this kidnapping case. Chief, I'd like to turn over to you, sir.
Yeah. Good morning. Today our officers have been working all night, tirelessly for the last 12 hours, working on this very important case, the missing Michael Hamilton. They have not stopped and they will not stop moving forward. We have safely located the 2-year-old Michael Hamilton thanks to the community, thanks to the media, and thanks to our law enforcement partners, and most importantly, thanks to the members of the Oakland Police Department's Criminal Investigations Division that have been on the ground in pursuit of finding the 2-year-old. Just after 9 this morning, Michael was dropped off at our Eastmont substation, where he is completely healthy. Investigators are still working on the exact details of who dropped Michael off, and we will continue to look into this case. He appears to be in very good health. However, we'll have him medically cleared at some point. So for all the details of the investigation, I'll turn it over to Deputy Chief Lindsay to go into that. But I must say today, what's important for me is for our community to know that there was a relentless effort on behalf of the Oakland Police Department and our investigations division to find 2-year-old Michael Hamilton. Our investigators got on the ground immediately and began a search. And that search, we believe, led to this positive outcome for Michael Hamilton, his family, and for the entire community of Oakland. And so we are happy that this had the best case scenario, the best ending that we could hope for, is to find this young child in great condition. So for all the details of the case, I'll pass it over to Deputy Chief Drennan Lindsay.
All right, good morning, everyone. So like the chief indicated, we have been able to locate Michael Hamilton very safely. Just last night, a little bit after 10 p.m., we received a call from the guardian of Michael indicating that an aunt and an aunt's friend had kidnapped the child. We were able to get information of the vehicle. We entered the vehicle into the system as a stolen vehicle, and also implemented an Amber Alert so that we could facilitate the location of the child. The vehicle, unfortunately, is still outstanding. It is a 2021 Nissan Versa 4-door black with a California license plate of 8TYX914. We're still looking for the vehicle, and we ask that if anyone sees the vehicle or locates the vehicle, that they please call the Oakland Police Department. Outside of that, we will still continue to find answers as to why the child was taken in the first place, and we'll continue our investigation at this point. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. We'll go ahead and open it up if anyone has any questions.
Is anyone in custody, or who dropped the child off?
We are still investigating how the child ended up at the Eastmont substation. We have video surveillance at the Eastmont substation. Our investigation is continuing, and we will identify how the child was brought to the Eastmont. So that is something that we continue to work on.
No one in custody?
No one in custody at this point.
And they reported last night, as I said, the Amber Alert went out this morning. Was there a delay there? Issuing the Amber Alert?
Yeah, before we can issue an Amber Alert, we have to do the investigative follow-up. And our officers work diligently overnight trying to identify the make and model and license plate number of the vehicle. And I thank our community for sharing information, helping us identify that vehicle, getting the information we needed to be able to issue the Amber Alert. And so that really was the information that was needed. We had to get that on the ground, and that took a little bit of time. But fortunately for us, we believe that the Amber Alert and the attention that it drew is what I'm sure had some impact on the child quickly being brought to the Eastmont substation.
Any motive for why they took the child?
No, I think to Deputy Chief Lindsay's point, the investigation is ongoing. We will continue to interview people involved in this case to determine the underlying motive for this. I think although we appreciate the best outcome, we do want to make sure we better understand why we had these circumstances this morning.
This is for a message to people who this was a domestic situation, not if you do something like this, your eyes are out there, you're going to have a lot of people looking for you and the child.
Yeah, this was a message to anybody that would seek to kidnap a child in our community that the Oakland Police Department will relentlessly follow up. And we're going to immediately get on the ground and go all hands on board to try to find that child as fast as we can. We know that the sooner you can find the child, the more likely you can bring that child safely back. And so that was our guiding principle for today. Chief Lindsay and her team did a phenomenal job of getting out there on the ground and pushing out this information, which led to the Amber Alert. So really appreciative of the great work of all of our investigative team.
Okay, I think that's it. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chief.